Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Levi from Dynamic. We help accountancy and financial firms work smarter, not harder. We leverage AI to automate processes, streamline workflows, and enhance client communication. This is The Balance, and today I'm here with Vinicio, the CEO and founder of Tributax. Vinicio, thank you so much for your time. Could you tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do?
Anyway, it's an honor to be here in your podcast. I think you're doing an amazing job with this podcast and your tools, AI tools. So yeah, I'm the founder of Tributax. What we do is it's accounting for like the basis. We are trying to bring a service to everybody using AI tools, and we're building an app and using WhatsApp and a lot of tools like to help everybody with their accounting problems, right?
Nice. And you are from Guatemala, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about um, what accounting looks like over there?
Yeah, here I think the accounting is in a lot of places it's almost like the same. The accountants like use the same process and they're stuck in the same process and same habits, so they're resistant to change. So why I started TribuTax? Because here in Guatemala we have a lot of disinformation and a lot of informal economy. A lot of people don't pay taxes because they see like the IRS from here is so sad, like the devil, right? They hate the IRS over here because nobody wants to pay taxes. But it's a really big issue. I started TribuTech like with a solution to everybody with this problem to educate people to show transparency in your taxes, so your revenues, how much you have to pay, and when you have to pay it. We are like helping a lot of people. That's the core of TribuTax. Here in Guatemala, we have a 70% of the economy. It's informal. They don't pay taxes. It's a lot of commerce. Nobody wants to pay taxes. A lot of cash. Few people uses digital payments. It's been hard. It's really hard, but I see an opportunity. We're developing my application TribuTax. It's already used by thousands of users. We're bringing transparency. People love to use it. It's really easy to use it. So we have a lot of challenges in the coming years. The main one is education. Like a lot of people don't know how to use technology. So when we introduce a new application here in Guatemala, we don't have any competition. So that's a pro and a con, right? Pro because you don't have competition. That's good for your company, but a con because everybody, when you download the application, a lot of people don't know what to do, what TribuTax is, right? So we have to explain it, educate them, how to use it, how it works, and yeah, that's the big challenge right now.
Yeah, I understand. So what is the TribuTax app specifically focus on? What like problem do you solve?
Yeah, right now we are focusing small businesses. We are formalizing the economy. Like I said, we have 70% of the economy in Guatemala is informal. We are attacking that people, right? We are formalizing the people, but we are using a different approach because I use TribuTax like, okay, this is a tool. You can pay your taxes from TribuTax. You can see your invoices. You can chat with an accountant if you have any doubts. I just not pivot, but I use it like a different angle. I put like I'm an entrepreneur, right? When I go to see these small businesses, they always struggling. They wake up like 5 a.m. to 2 a.m. working, but with a small margin, right? Because they just live like day to day here in Guatemala. This is the case. So I changed the approach from the accounting, like, okay, this is a tool for accounting, but I also adding services with a lot of fintechs here in Guatemala. What do I mean with this, right? So, okay, I go to small businesses, I offer my services of accounting, but I also offer my partners services. Like what? We're using a lot of wallets. We're like helping people with another payment options. Like we're changing businesses from cash to digital payments.
Hmm.
So that's more easy. That's more easy for us accountants, like to track the money from digital from cash, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So we are pushing digital payments. We're pushing a lot of credits, small credits, loans, and we're pushing like insurance, a lot of things that I think accounting is the base from all these services, because if you want to have a loan, you have to know how much the people is earning, right? So you have to know that. In here in Guatemala, you want to add, if your business want to add a credit card payment or debit payment or digital payment, you have to be registered to be in the IRS. So
Hmm.
that's by law. If you want to have an insurance for small businesses, right, for fires or something like that, you have to have an accountant, because the you have to have a formal businesses. So
Hmm.
we're changing, like, not just accountant, but like, okay, accountant, but if you have a good contability, you will have a lot of services, right? So we are bringing an ecosystem to the small businesses to help the small businesses grow. If they grow, we grow. So that's like the approach right now.
Nice, nice. That's a good plan, a solid plan.
Thanks.
All right. And what is the reason behind starting Tributax? Because you started it in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, or
Yeah, the
2019.
idea, 2021 is the idea, because I graduated from Mexico, right? From Tec de Monterrey. I'm engineering. So I came to Guatemala. I feel like I was an engineer, so just graduated. You have like the adrenaline, like, yeah, I'm super smart. Yeah, I know everything. But when you come here to Guatemala and they ask you something about your accountant or how to pay your taxes, I didn't know anything. And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I was like shocked, like, okay, I'm an engineer from Mexico, a really cool university, but here in Guatemala, I don't know anything about taxes. But if I didn't have my taxes in order, I couldn't start my job, because it was a requirement for starting my job. So I see that problem, and I just asked the question, okay, if I have this problem with all the resources, with all that knowledge, just imagine the base of Guatemala. So I just start, okay, it's a big problem. I start asking questions. I did all that you learn in school, right? You have to, yeah, all that engineering problem. If you see a project is big, and yeah, I detected a really big problem with no solutions. Like I said, the accountants here in Guatemala just stay with the same habits. They don't want to change. They have a lot of books. You enter to the accountant office and you ask for a yeah, I don't know, for an invoice, and you have to open this drawer and just look in it and just, yeah, it's horrible. So that's the core main from what from Tributax. I see a big painful problem from a lot of people from the base of the economy here in Guatemala. So okay, we have to we have to do something, right? An application was the right is was the first thing in my mind, because okay, is everybody have a smartphone, everybody have data, application is really nice. Okay, so we developed the application, but then when we start like seeing, like I said, a lot of people is not educated right here in Guatemala. When you have to spend a lot of money to teach the people how to use an application, right? Because you have to click this, you have to click that, and that time we didn't have AI. It was like it was like a UX experience, but a lot of guiding the user. So okay, we start looking to another options, and we develop an WhatsApp tool, because a lot of here in Guatemala uses WhatsApp. They know how to use it, so you didn't have to teach them how to use it. So we develop Tributax from WhatsApp, like a bot. And we have these two channels, like WhatsApp and the application, and people, yeah, it's hard. It's really hard, but people, it's like we are complementing the two tools, right? The WhatsApp, and you have to see something else, you go to application, and vice versa, right? So yeah, that's why I started Tributex. That's like, everybody says to me, like, I know, I don't know, I'm a founder, I'm an entrepreneur. It's really hard to, you always go to a rough patches, right? That you have to see, it's really rough. It's really rough. I asked for 2 loans for starting Tributex. I'm embedded like with a lot of credits in the bank. You have to pay this credit, but I didn't have the user to pay this credit, so I just have to pull everybody money from another part to pay that loan. It's a big issue, but the what keeps me going every day is like we're helping people, right? We're bringing the right tools to the people. That's like always keep me going. I love the problem and I love the solution.
yeah. I can imagine, man. I can imagine. And that's the most important thing, right? That you actually solve a problem and that you help people in a business. If it's only about money or only for yourself, I think it's not really nice to work on it.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. A lot of people like they asked me, Vini, how do you keep going? Because everybody wants to be a millionaire like in 2 days or 3 days.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to put the grind, work, but you have to have a purpose in that work. Not just money, not I just want to be a billionaire and do an exit and sell my company and all that. No, you have to have a purpose in your startup. You have to have a like conviction in what are you doing or what are you building. So that's like my advice from people that want to have a startup. Don't look for the money, look for a problem you want to solve and build a solution for the people.
Yeah, I totally agree. And with Tributax, we already talked about some of the challenges that you're facing right now with the app. That is, since you don't have any competitors, it's difficult because people are not really used with working with an app like that. So you need to teach them everything. But with Tributax itself, so like your firm, let's say, what are challenges you're facing there, and how are you trying to tackle them?
Yeah, we have two challenges from our users and from the back of Tributax. And with both challenges, I think AI is the big tool. Why? Because our accountants right now, they have a lot of workload. So we want to simplify that workload with AI tools, like you have this amount of money, of invoices, and you just summarize everything they see from their users and optimize their time working from each users. So this is a big problem that we are working right now. We are seeing AI tools. We are just doing research. And from my users, like I say, the number one problem is the onboarding. And over there, we are using AI tools right now. What I mean, like we're using a phone call, right? So when you download Tributax, you register, you choose your plan, and AI will call you immediately. And then AI will call you, will tell you how the app works, what do you have to do, and will educate you in your tax plan. And if you have any question, the AI will answer your questions. It's really awesome. I love that solution. We are still working. It's not in production. We are just finding some details. But I'm really excited from that because I love AI. I am AI optimist. Everybody is AI pessimist. Like they're gonna to take our jobs and all that. I don't think so. I think that some jobs are not going to exist, but the jobs are going to evolve, and you have to adapt to AI and know how to use it to be better. That's how I see it. So yeah, we are
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't
yeah.
see it as you shouldn't see it as the enemy. You should see it as a tool that can make you better. And maybe some jobs disappear. I don't really think that a lot of jobs will actually disappear. I think a lot of jobs will just change a lot. And AI will make them more efficient, more focused on the actual human touch, which also makes it quite nice sometimes. So I think it's good that you say that people need to embrace it and learn a lot about it and work with it instead of seeing it as the enemy. Because it's not going to go away. That's one thing that's for sure. People are going to use it for sure and it's going to come for us. So we better find a way to work with it instead of against it.
I completely agree. I completely agree. Like 25 years ago, you didn't have like influencer or podcast, but this technology is creating this is just because they are building this technology to get to the rest of the people that in the past you have to go to radio, you have to go to television, but right now you can just start your YouTube channel and you can reach millions. I think the AI is going to be the same. Some jobs are not going to be, but you have to have like more human thought, just like you said, and interpret the data. And with that data, the AI is going to give you in a summarized ways, and all that you can make decisions. So I'm really optimistic in the AI, and yeah, it's not going anywhere. Like China and USA is like in the head of that. So yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
just starting.
it's really quickly developing. With Tributax, what are like your future goals? What do you want to work towards?
Yeah, like I say, I want to use more AI tools. I want that people use my AI tools in TribuTax. I know this is really easy to use. This is really helpful to me. Like they have your personal assistant is going to tell you you have to pay this amount of taxes, and if you have a question why, it's going to tell you for this and this and this and this. So you have that transparency. It's going to remind you when you have to pay your taxes. Yeah, we are building like data centers and AI tools to this data that we are receiving from our users, analyze and how we can make their business better. Like I said, okay, you have we have these invoices, you have this amount of money. Okay, you can apply to this credit, right, with our partner without discount because you are actually from Tributax. So we are really looking for the future with data-driven decisions and making it for everybody right now. Yeah, that's the vision right now.
Nice. That's really cool. That's really cool. And then are there specific AI tools that you wish existed or things that you were interested in finding out?
I think that all the AI tools is right. The AI tools that we work right now are awesome. Like I just can't believe we have ChatGPT or Gemini or DeepSeek, and we can ask them anything, and yeah, it's awesome. Maybe what I would ask is not maybe AI tools. Here in Guatemala, we don't have open banking and open finance. So for accountants, it's really tough to consume the information from other banks and do your taxes. So I wish that AI will help us or will help banks to release this data and help accountants to do our job more easy. But yeah, it's really tough. But AI tools right now, I use DeepSeek, I use Gemini, I use GPT. I find out new AI tools like every day. Canva. I wish that I just hate the marketing process for me because I have founder, a CEO. I have to do my content and upload it to Facebook and Instagram, but I don't have to. I just not that creative. So I just wish like Canva, just say Canva, I want to do this, and Canva will do all the images and all that. That I will wish.
That would be insane that you don't have to make any content anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
I sometimes wish that too. There is some things that you could do, but at the end of the day, for like content about yourself, you have to actually be in the picture. Maybe you can one day replace yourself with AI that like a hologram is like talking in the camera, but that's not
Yeah.
there yet.
No.
All
It's
right, nice.
no.
Vini, if a different accountant or an entrepreneur is listening right now and the question I always ask at the end is what you would tell them. What is like one piece of advice that you would give to an entrepreneur or a different accountant that is listening right now and that is looking to grow and looking to innovate their business?
Yeah, maybe for accountants, I will say like embrace the change, embrace technology, optimize your process, be better because here in Guatemala, the accountants are really stubborn. They
Hmm.
don't want to change your process. You show them new technologies, they like you scare them. So they're really scared of change. They really think that AI is going to replace them. So they don't want to embrace technology. So that would be my advice for other accountants. Awesome tools. You can do your work. If your work takes you 5 days, I think with AI it will take you 1 hour, right? So embrace AI tools, search from these tools, and use it. And for entrepreneurs, I think what I see in entrepreneurs here in Guatemala and what I hear they have a like they talk a lot like yeah I want to do this I want to do that but they never execute, right? You have
Hmm.
the idea, you have to execute that idea. I think the idea is 30% and the execute idea is 70%, right? Because when I started Tributax I have like this idea, okay, we have to build this solution, we have to do this, and we are when we have the idea I was like credits, payments, we have to do this, automate that, but when you start executing you know how difficult is to execute these ideas, how long it takes. So what are we doing right now in Tributax and entrepreneurs? My orders for my advice from entrepreneurs is like you have a lot of problems. You have a lot of problems. Just talk to people, find that problem is, and solve it. And you have to
Hmm.
solve it better than everybody else. Don't start like crypto. Don't start like stable coins, and don't start like all that. Maybe your country is really nice, but here in Guatemala, we have a lot of problems like education, public transport, the trash, the banking. All is a problem. So but everybody, yeah, Guatemala is a lot of problems. You can do anything. But I think have a lot of problems. You have a lot of opportunity. You have to find out what problems like the people really, really care about, and you have to solve that problem. And in that road to solve that problem you have to be open, you have to see new technology, you have to do this, you have to do that. So that's my advice to people. Like we're talking in the previously, don't see the money, don't see the exit, don't see yourself in the Forbes cover, right? Just see the people, talk to the people, identify that problem, and build.
Yeah, that's a really good advice. That's a really good advice. Thank you.
Thanks.
Vini, if people want to learn more from you and if they want to maybe download the Tributix app or if they want to hear more from you or just want to reach out to you, where can they find you?
Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn, Vinicio Zamora, a Tributax CEO founder. You can DM me. I'll always be open. If you have any questions or you have to talk anything about accounting to entrepreneur and all that road, yeah, just hit me up. And if you want to download Tributax and see for yourself what are we building, I'm really excited to like the application. The app right now is like I love it. I love to see it. I love to touch it. So you can download it and you can send me your feedback. I love to hear your feedback because yeah, we are building TributeX from our feedback and not by our vision. Just I love how when the clients or the people say to me, "No, Vini, I don't like this color. I don't like this." Okay, we change it, and we change and change and change. So yeah, you can download the app, and any feedback you have, yeah, please reach me out.
Perfect. I will make sure to put the link to the app, link to your website, link to your LinkedIn in the description of the podcast. Do you've got any last words for the podcast for the listeners?
I think it went well. Thank you, Levi, for your time and what are you doing. Like accountants, we have a bad rep. Like, yeah, nobody wants to pay taxes, but like in the movie Joe Black, Had You Met Joe Black, is you have death and taxes, right? That's sure thing you have to do. And you're building something really cool with your podcast and with your AI tool. So no, that's my final message.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this was The Balance.